Don't miss out because I
Yeah,
can't get them back.
and if you could buy more than one, definitely do it. When you're happy, we're happy. Tell us about that, Phillip.
Well, when I came on QVC with my own brand, my deal was I had to have bigger plants than anybody else and better plants. And that's what I like as a horticulturist. If you have any troubles at all, you can reach me at the number on the screen or at the website that's on the screen. Perennials are guaranteed for an entire year, and the annuals are guaranteed for 90 days, which is the entire growing season. No questions asked. I want you to be happy, and I want you to come back, and thanks for trusting me.
All right. So we're going to move on to
Yes,
the
ma'am.
Sunpatiens, and you were just talking to Linda down there in Florida about your Sunpatiens, rather. This is your #1 annual for color and coverage, and you're giving us 3 plants in a 2.5-inch pot. One will be orange, one white, one rose. Free shipping and handling on all of our gardening, and I'm going to keep repeating this so that you feel confident to jump in here, because these are things you are not going to find in your garden centers. Phillip specifically uses this for his high-end clients. We're giving you 3 easy pays if you can use a credit card, even if you're a first-time shopper with us. 5 easy pays if you can use your QVC credit card, and that will mean you won't miss out, because a lot of these things sell out early in the season and we never see them again until next year,
right.
or maybe never again, depending. So this is your collection of Sunpatiens for us. 3 easy pays at $8.33, and one of these plants could fit in one of the whiskey barrels. Am I correct?
They are ideal. In fact, this is the #1 thing that I use for the Sunpatiens. One Sunpatiens plant, you get 3 in this collection, will fill an entire barrel. I put all 3 in this one barrel just so you can see, because I ain't got room for all 3 of them here. But one plant will get as large as what you're seeing right here. And they are ideal in those containers. And I use them, lightweight containers, perfect for the Sunpatiens. So I've got them all over the garden because I do like to move them around. But of all items that I have offered on QVC in almost 3 decades, this is my favorite. Of all things, everything out there, the Sunpatiens, nothing is going to give you more color, nothing is going to give you more coverage, nothing's going to give you more satisfaction. Full sun to slight shade, and if all you know how to do is water, you're in business, because these babies go on and they own it.
And it's got to be full sun. The more sun, the happier they are. Phillip, we've got more questions for you, and I apologize for having to put on my glasses because I just decided to change contacts, and now I can't see close up. So,
Charlie is a CNI dog.
Susan wanted to know, can you plant German iris in your planter?
Yes. In fact, I'm glad you asked that, because of all perennials, that is one of the most cold hardy and heat hardy perennials out there. And plant it shallow, so the top of the rhizome shows, like the top of a sweet potato. They can stay in the container all winter long, even in Aspen, Colorado.
Wow.
They're that tough. Yes.
Ron and Sue said they absolutely love your whiskey barrels. They have many, and they just ordered more this garden season. And Terry said, happy birthday. Do you have a birthday coming up?
Not till August. Y'all trying to make me so old. Oh my Lord. I'll tell you, on August the 10th, in case anybody wants to send me something, I'll be 70.
No.
Yes,
she did say happy 70th birthday, and I'm like, there's no way. Oh, that's amazing. Well, keep doing what you're doing. We need we need to know your secret. All right, sir. So we're getting the Sunpatiens.
I want pretty things. I want pretty things in my garden, particularly after all what's gone on. And the Sunpatiens, as I mentioned, it's my favorite of everything I've offered in almost 30 years. And what I ship out to you, look at this. They're big plants. They're going to go to town. They're well-branched, full sun to slight shade. And unlike regular impatiens that fall apart in the sun, these absolutely love it. And when August comes, when it can be so awful down in like Mississippi where I grew up, these are just looking fantastic, beautiful. All you got to do is keep them watered in a container or in the ground. And for my big clients, like up in Connecticut, I plant big sweeps of these or right in the edge of the garden, in the front edge, because it's a gigantic splash of color. Everything else pales by comparison when these are blooming. Nothing's going to look finer.
Philip, depending on how much everybody wants to invest in their garden, because these are going to give it to you all in one season, I was thinking, you know, at $25, you could probably order like 4 sets of these and have an amazing like 12 opportunities in hanging planters and window boxes, lining, you know, a patio on your deck, whatever the case may be. Look at that tropical orange and look at the color of the leaves, Philip.
That's the thing. And I love that foliage because it's got that nice chartreuse stripe right down the center of it. And I've got mine planted in the yellow planter, whiskey barrel, because it picks up that beautiful yellow color. And the more sun that you have these growing in, the more pronounced that yellow is in the foliage. Look at that.
Oh,
it
that's
backlights
awesome.
the blooms. Just incredible. You can see these at night. Look at that. Out
Oh,
in the
that's so
deck
pretty.
area. That's one plant in each pot. Think how many plants you normally would have to put in one pot to get any kind of a look. Don't put anything else with the sun patient because they are big. You could have something that trails all the way down, but I'm telling you, that tropical rose, by the way, is the first one that I offered. I fell in love with it, and we have stayed in love.
I have to tell you, while you're talking about your love of it, I'm thinking about all the money I've spent creating the thriller, spiller, and filler. This does it all. It's about, would you say about 2.5 feet by 2.5 feet, potentially?
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah.
You're absolutely right. And all you need to know how to do is water. Now, or if you wanted to pick up my fertilizer, and
talk
that
to
just
us about
pushes
that.
them on a little bit more, don't forget about the fertilizer. This is good for everything in the show. One and done, 1 teaspoon on each plant when you put it in, watered in. You don't have to do it again.
Only
No
once.
mixing.
One time per season. That's my idea of a fertilizer. That's awesome.
Look at this stuff. And look what you're going to get. A nice dense plant, because I want to just show you. Let me manhandle this because they're not weak. They can stand it. You got foliage all the way down. It's not weak. It's not going to fall apart in any storms. It's not going to fall apart in the heat. It's not going to fall apart in the wind. You got all of this going on. If you've got a small garden, you don't need a whole lot. You just need a couple of sets of these. You're good to go, and everybody will be dazzled. I thought I might pick up a few extra things in the nurseries this summer. Not so much. There were supply chain problems, as they probably will be. Go ahead and reserve your plants now, whatever you may like in the show. Don't take any chances. I want this summer to be the best one ever.
Yeah, and you invested your money and your hard work, so you want it to work. And these are proven winners. Sunpatiens.
Yes,
$25.
they're fabulous.
Set of 3 on these. So they're about $8.33 a piece when you talk about, look what you're getting. M71742, and you're getting 1 in orange, 1 in white, 1 in rose. And